What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Or welcome if it's your first time here. You know, back in the 1990s, we were worried about black helicopters. We were worried about the federal government taking over through martial law. We were worried about things like an enemy invasion, say from Russia, Red Dawn, the whole Wolverines. We thought that was the way it's going to happen. And we just knew it was going to be a head-on, face-to-face confrontation where we could set up our battle lines and use our rifles to defend our territory and our country from enemies, foreign and domestic. However, looking back, we see how wrong we actually were at that time. Now, it's obvious how they're going to do this. And this is the thing that nightmares are made of, and they're working on it right now, right in our face. It's no conspiracy theory. They tell you just what they're doing. And that is the central bank digital currency, centralized digital currencies. It's all about control, guys. They can control the financial system. They can control everything that we do. And that's the way this takeover is going to happen. It's through control of the financial system, through the CBDCs, and through a social credit score system, just like they have in China. China is the model for the rest of the world. And we see happening right now, they're putting that in place, taking steps, giant leaps actually, in putting in this digital currency in place, a centralized digital currency in place. And when you go use, say, cash, and you go to the store, or you go to your friend's house or whatever and buy something they have, or do some bartering and some cash exchanges hands, they're not no middlemen there. They don't know where that cash went to, and they can't stop you from spending that cash. They don't like that. They want to know everything about us, everything we spend our cash on, everything, everywhere we are. And they want to use that to have full control over us. They want to be the middleman. Like I said, with cash, they aren't the middleman. It's like me and you making a deal. Cash for services or cash for a product or whatever between you and I. However, if you have that central bank digital currency, you have that middleman. It goes from, say, me to the middleman to you. They transfer back and forth. So they always know everything that happens, everything that you buy, what time you bought that, where you bought that at, and it will allow them full, complete control of our lives. And, government, by nature, government always seeks to gain more and more and more control, and to take more and more wealth and resources from you and put that into the federal government and ultimately into their own greedy little pockets. We see this every government around the world is the same thing. They want more and more power. And this central bank digital currencies, the CBDCs, are going to allow them to have that power. And that's what it's all about. It's not about helping us. It's not about making life more simple. It's not about making the financial system more stable, because it's not. It is about control. They want that control. They want that knowledge. They want to know everything we do. If you go on vacation, they will know when you left, every stop you made, where you stopped at, what you bought, what time you bought that, who you bought that from. They will know everything about you. And some people will say, that's fine, I don't care, I don't have anything to hide. However, social credit score systems is going to be put in place. At first it won't, more than likely. It'll come about 6 months, a year later, they'll start with the social credit score type system. And they will use your finances to punish you for wrongdoing. Go on the internet and do what I'm doing right now, speaking the truth, trying to warn people. And that will be known because they know pretty much everything, and they might make my CBDC worth less than someone else with a higher social credit score. For example, someone else, their CBDC might be worth $1, whereas my dollar might be only worth 75 cents or 50 cents because I was a good little boy and because I spoke the truth. You might be unhealthy. You might go to the doctor and he might say you have high cholesterol. You need to lose weight. So now that's all in the Internet of Things, and it goes through the main system, to the AI, and they will know about this just like that. And your social credit, your central bank digital currency, they might program that where you can't buy any junk food. You can't buy any donuts. You can't buy any chips. You can't buy any bread. All you can buy is healthy food. And it should be your choice. However, the government's making that choice for you because you're not healthy, they think. So they want to control you. They can control if you buy firearms, ammunition, magazines. And they can make it so, it's like this. It's not in our nation's interest and our safety to allow you to be able to buy firearms, ammunition. So there's no cash. All we have to use is the central bank digital currencies. So we're going to make it where this can't be spent on firearms, on magazines, on ammunition, on powder, primers, brass, lead. Full, total control. If they want to do away with gardens, for example, home gardens, they want to control the food also. It's another video, though. It's all about control. Control the food, control the financial systems, control the people completely and fully. But they might not want you to grow a garden, so they can cut you off from buying seed, from buying garden tools, and something. I mean, anything they want to do. It's unlimited, just an imagination, what they can do with this system they're setting up. Full, total, dominant control. They can control everything. Now, there's going to be some people come in the comments, they always are, every time I mention about a central bank digital currency and them getting rid of the use of cash. Always the comments, well, what's the local prostitute going to do? What's the local drug dealers going to do? I'm sure that these people putting this control structure in place couldn't care less about the local prostitute that you want to go buy, or the drugs you want to go buy. They couldn't care less about that. They don't care if the prostitutes are happy or the drug dealers are happy. They're putting this infrastructure in place to control the world. That's what it's all about, control the world. Or at least control the nation, different nations through different central bank digital currencies from that nation. All about control, guys. Full, dominant control. And like I said, we all thought it was going to be a takeover from maybe Russia, parachuting in, or a nuclear war. It could happen still, yeah, who knows at this point, there's so much going on. But our own government is taking over right now by taking over the financial system and through the internet, through the blockchain, and through decentralized digital currencies. If they don't want you to go see a certain movie because it's not good for you, maybe, and they make that decision, you go in and you try to pay to get in, you can't get in. If you travel too many miles or more than your allotted miles, then they can, when you go to the gas pump, if you can still get gasoline, they're wanting to go all electric now, but I say you go to the gas pump, you try to use your digital currency to pay for gasoline. It doesn't work. You travel too far. You've already used up your mileage for the month. Full control. That's what it's all about, guys. They can program this. It's been admitted. They can program this to do whatever they want. As far as you purchasing, buying, selling, they can control it any way that they... I mean, it's... I'm at a loss of words how scary this is, guys. This is absolutely horrifying that they're putting this in, and how quick this is going, and I know what that is going to entail. I know how it's going to turn out. Governments always want more and more power. They have this system in place. It's going to give them the ultimate opportunity for power and control, and you can bet 100% they're going to use that to gain that power and authority. The same thing with these red flag laws. Governor Lee here in Tennessee is now supporting these red flag laws. We got to protect the people, got to protect the children. It's not going to do anything to protect anyone whatsoever. It's completely unnecessary and completely useless. However, it gives them more control, more power. They can take firearms from whoever they want to take those from through these red flag laws. Oh, but it's about our safety. If someone is threatening or someone's doing something, they might think they're a danger, we can come in and take their firearms away. That law's already on the books. If someone is threatening, terroristic threatening, it's already a crime. If you're threatening your neighbor, if you're threatening a school, if you're threatening whatever, online or wherever, it's already a law against that. They can already come in and arrest you for terroristic threatening. So there's no need for these red flag laws whatsoever. There's already laws in the books to do this with. How it's just to give them more power, to give them more control. And, the red flag laws is open to interpretation of whatever they want to use to take your constitutional rights away. That's all it is. It's just more steps towards more tyranny. But this central bank digital currency, it is absolutely horrifying to me, and it should be to you. And there's not a whole lot you can do about it besides decentralize yourself as much as possible. Invest in things like silver and gold, for example. Barter tools. Try to produce all your own food if you possibly can, or at least as much as you possibly can. Learn how to barter, but it's going to be very, very difficult to avoid this system they're putting in place. That's very, very difficult. This is a nightmare. It's a nightmare waiting to happen, and it's happening very, very quickly, unfortunately, guys. It's one of those things that I hate to even talk about because it actually, I'm not going to lie, guys. This is the one thing that scares me more than anything else, is this central bank digital currencies, this social credit score system, and this control. That's like this restrict act we keep hearing about. It's all about control. They're saying they want to protect us from China collecting our data on TikTok. However, if you look through the restrict act, it pretty much gives them full power over the internet. That's what it's all about. Using TikTok, because it's owned by China, they're using that as an excuse to control the internet. They're not coming out and saying we're going to ban TikTok. They got a stack of documents of what they're putting in place with the Restrict Act. It's going to allow them to essentially control the internet. It's going to allow them to have broad interpretations of laws, of regulations, and pretty much do whatever they want to do through the internet. They want to control every single thing, every aspect of our lives. It's always for our own good. It's always for our own good. Whatever they come up with, it's for our own safety, our own protection, because they love us so much. Oh, come here, bring it in. We love you, buddy. We're going to protect you. Just give us our rights. Give us all of your cash. Give us all your privacy, all of your freedom. We'll protect you. And the whole time they're giving you that hug. They're behind with that knife or just put it in your back. That's the federal government in a nutshell. What you think? Do you think this is horrifying? Do you think the CBDCs are absolutely horrifying? The nightmare scenario? I think so. What you think in the comments below. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully.